Hey folks, we're in a rainy Vancouver, British Columbia this evening, and we're flying the FSLabs A319, Air Canada, in this lovely retro Trans-Canada Airlines TCA colors for the 60th anniversary of Air Canada. And we're doing a pretty short hop over the mountains from Vancouver to Kelowna here in British Columbia. So I'm on Vatsim at the moment. You can see catering is completed and looks like refueling is completed as well. Let's hop in the flight deck here as our passengers continue to board and pick up our IFR clearance from Vancouver Tower on Vatsim. Okay, welcome aboard the flight deck, folks. Let's go ahead and pick up that IFR clearance from Vancouver Tower. Vancouver Tower, good evening. Air Canada 1188. Looking to pick up IFR clearance to Kelowna.
Air Canada 1188, Vancouver Tower, stand by. Hi. American 102 Heavy. When airborne, contact Vancouver Center 133.7. Winds 150 at 7, clear for takeoff 08 right. Charlie Echo Charlie, welcome to Vancouver. Taxi upon your discretion to the South Terminal. Have a good day. Star discretion to the South Terminal. Good day, Charlie Echo Charlie. Runway 08 right, line up and wait. Okay, line up and wait. Tasco 3489.
Ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
Confirm. Chocks in.
Stand by. I'll insert them now.
Roger.
Air Canada 1188.
Go ahead for Air Canada 1188.
Air Canada 1188, Vancouver Tower. You are cleared to Kelowna by the Vancouver 1
Roger.
departure. Flight plan route. Depart runway 08 right, squawk 5131.
Clear to Kelowna via the Vancouver 1 departure. Flight plan route 08 right, squawk 5131, Air Canada 1188.
Air Canada 1188, read back correct. Push and start your discretion, call in with taxi.
Okay, squawk 5131, Vancouver 1 departure, runway 08 right. Let's go ahead and put that into our flight plan here.
I'm out for the walk around.
Pasco 3489. When airborne, contact Vancouver Tower, correction, Vancouver Center 133.7. Winds 150 at 7, cleared for takeoff 08 right. Clear to get it right, and center in the air, Pasco 3489. You have a good night.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Ready.
Okay, this is going to be a standard left seat takeoff. Takeoff flaps config 1 plus F and flex temp 72 degrees off of runway 08 right. V1 116, rotate 122, and V2 127. The weather at Vancouver International, winds 160 at 9 knots.
Ready for departure.
Visibility 12 standard miles in light rain. Clouds scattered at 3300 and ceilings broken at 6100 and overcast at 7300. Temperature 07, dew point -5, and altimeter is 3000. And we're located at gate Charlie 44 here. Let's review the taxi route to runway 08 right real quick. Okay, we're going to push back with pushback and start approved. And ready for taxi, we'll call for taxi. Then we're going to taxi quite likely via Juliet, Lima, cross 13, and hold short of 0 right for departure either at Lima 4 or at Whole Point Lima. And during the departure, for any malfunctions before V1, such as engine failure, fire, loss of control, or aircraft unsafe to fly, I'm going to call stop to reject the takeoff. We'll brake, exit off the runway if able, and advise ATC. Any malfunctions after V1, we're going to continue the takeoff and treat it as an in-flight emergency. I will handle the controls and advise ATC, and you back me up with the ECAM memo action items. Pending that, we're going to be departing via the Vancouver 1 departure this evening, off of 08 right. And the procedure is to climb on heading 083 or is assigned by ATC.
You are cleared to
And top altitude for the set is going to be 7,000, so we're going to maintain 7,000 as assigned. Expect radar vectors to follow assigned route and clearance to flight planned altitude 5 minutes after departure. And special considerations, we do have rain and a wet runway, so we've taken that into account in our takeoff calculations. That's it for our departure brief. Any questions?
None.
Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On auto.
Adheres.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
3,900 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrel ref.
3000 set.
3000 set. Down to the line.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Thanks, it'll be a short taxi.
Thanks.
Okay, alley is clear behind us. Let's go ahead and request a push here from GSX. Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start, checklist complete.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Let's do a quick edit pushback here. We'll push back to right about there. Here we go.
Primarily for your safety. With that in mind, we needed 2 minutes of time, but most important. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Okay, let's go ahead and start engine 2 here. Starting engine 2.
Check.
And the rain is really coming down here in the Pacific Northwest. Vancouver, British Columbia. And I do love this Tomatoshade rain effects for the FSLabs A319. These are super awesome. The default ones from FSLabs for the default shaders are already pretty good, but these are something else. These Tomatoshade rain effects. Really awesome. Okay, good start. It looks like on engine 2. There we go. Let's go ahead and start engine 1. Starting engine 1.
Check.
Parking brake set. Okay, EGT, fuel flow, N1 coming up. Looks like a good start on engine 1 as well. Let's move the engine mode selector back to normal, turn off the APU bleed and the APU master. And ground is disconnected. After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
28% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start, checklist complete.
Keeping your discretion. Alpha.
Clear left side.
Clear right side. Check.
Alpha 3-1 and cross, or sorry, Alpha and cross 3-1.
And we'll call up tower here for taxi. Vancouver Tower, Air Canada 1188, ready for taxi 08 right.
Air Canada 1188, runway 8 right, altimeter 3000, taxi by Kilo, Victor, Lima, cross runway 13, hold short 8 right.
Altimeter 3000, 08 right, taxi via Kilo, Victor, Lima, cross runway 13, hold short 8 right, Air Canada 1188. Taxi Kilo, Victor, Lima, okay, that makes sense, let's do that. I just realized during a departure briefing, taxi bay Juliet is something they don't usually use, if I remember correctly, for the taxi out. Anyway, no big deal. This works just fine. Kilo is straight ahead. Parking brake released. Let's go ahead and start rolling here for the taxi. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Flight controls check.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
With you. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
That's Kilo straight ahead. Let's turn on that wiper there. Boy, I really do love these rain effects. Something else. Okay, and then a left on Victor. Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Check. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Check. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1. VR. V2. Flex temp.
V1 116, rotate 122, V2 127, flex temp 72 degrees.
V1 1 1 6 VR 1 2 2 V2 1 2 7 flex temp 7 2 degrees ATC
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line.
Okay, crossing 13 here. ATC authorized us to cross earlier. And we're turning right onto Lima as we cross. Got the strobes on earlier. And the other side of the whole short line here, we'll go ahead and turn off our strobes. Okay, we'll continue all the way down Lima here to hold short of 08 right for the departure.
Center 133.7, winds 150 and 7, with takeoff 08 right. Alright, 1337 on departure and clear for takeoff 08 right with the Papa Charlie Charlie.
That's Norman.
Hello, it's Norman. Let's cabin secure for takeoff.
Thank you, Norman.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go ahead and go down to the whole short line here. Okay, and we'll contact Tower to let them know we're ready for departure. Vancouver Tower, Air Canada 1188, short of 08 right, ready for departure.
Air Canada 1188, okay. Line up and wait 08 right for departing traffic.
Line up and wait 08 right, Air Canada 1188. Okay, let's get the lights on, lights, camera, action.
Approach path clear of traffic.
Alright.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff.
Below the line. Below the line.
Takeoff runway. Packs are off.
08 right confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Packs.
Off.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Ready.
Affirm.
Air Canada 1188, when airborne, contact Vancouver Center 133.7, winds 150 clear for takeoff 8 right.
When airborne, contact Vancouver Center 133.7, clear for takeoff 08 right, Air Canada 1188. Thank you. Takeoff.
Check.
Man flag 72, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue.
Check. Thrust set.
Checked.
knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Okay, we'll engage the autopilot and switch to Vancouver Center. Vancouver Center, good evening, Air Canada 1188, passing 1.5, climbing 7,000.
Air 1188 Vancouver, hello, climb flight level 290 after 3,000, proceed direct CYVR on board.
Climb flight level 290 after 3,000, direct SEKAB, Air Canada 1188. Thrust climb, climb.
Check.
Flap 0. Flap 0.
Speed check. Flap 0.
Okay, let's go direct SEKAB here. After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
Okay. Direct SEKAB climbing up to flight level 290. For some reason, during the initial climb, I couldn't get my throttle into the climb detent properly. I struggled with it a little bit, but all worked out. We're climbing. Icing pin looks okay, so we're all good there. As we climb up into the clouds over a rainy Vancouver, and you can catch a glimpse of downtown Vancouver there through a gap in the clouds that has closed just as quickly.
Seatbelts off.
Confirm.
Confirm clear, rad nav.
Confirm. Through 10,000, landing lights off.
Confirm, copy, activate to secondary.
Confirm. Just check in on that icing pin every once in a while as we climb up here through the clouds. Everything is looking okay for now. Okay, we're through transition here. Let's set standard. Set standard.
Standard cross-check. Passing flight level 190.
Below the line.
Barrel ref.
Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Okay. Over the clouds, catching some glimpses of the beautiful mountains here in British Columbia below us. Through some gaps in the clouds. And we're on our way to Kelowna, British Columbia. Beautiful evening to be flying.
200. Roger, thank you.
And this Trans-Canada
2070 contact Anchorage Center 127.
retro livery A319
Delta 2070.
from Air Canada looks pretty awesome.
All spaces, Vancouver Center is now closed. Montecito to come on 122.1 and have a good night.
Have a good night. Okay, Vancouver Center closing. Got some live ATC going in the background there.
Good evening, Air Canada 309 Heavy, flight level 380 with Bravo. Air Canada 309 Heavy, Vancouver Center, roger.
Still another 15 miles to go to our top of climb. 2 minutes to go. And we've got another 120 miles to go to Kelowna.
Cruising flight level 290, check.
Checked. Okay, we're cruising flight level 290. Got a mere 30 miles or less to go to our top of descent, however. Into Kelowna. Okay, let's go ahead and do our approach briefing here. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Ready.
Okay, the weather at Kelowna. Winds 190 at 9 knots, gusting to 15. Visibility 9 statute miles. Ceilings overcast of 7,000. Temperature 08, dew point -4, and altimeter is 2982. And we're arriving via the SEKAB 4 arrival this evening. Let's brief that arrival routing real quick.
My frequency 1348. 104 is up 348. Roger.
Okay, SEKAB 4 arrival to Kelowna from SEKAB on 075 track to Almum at or above 9,800. On to Pilma, then on to Vivek at maximum speed of 210 at 9,500. Then we'll turn left to Datbo on track 013, maximum 210 knots, and from Datbo we'll join the ILS Zulu runway 16 approach. Localizer identifier India Lima Whiskey, 111.3 is the frequency, final approach course 159er. Datbo at a minimum of 8,300 feet, maximum 210 knots, on to Whitman. Whitman will join the localizer on a 159er degree final approach course. Down to 4,200 at Tatwi, and then we'll intercept the glide slope Tatwi, and down the glide slope we go. Final approach fix at DME 4.3 from the localizer will be crossed 2,870 feet. And decision altitude 1,660 feet with the visibility minimum of 1 statute mile. MSA within 25 nautical miles of runway 16, 8,800 feet. Airport elevation 1,420 feet. Let's go ahead and initiate our descent here. We'll go into managed descent mode.
Air Canada 309, descend 10,000.
As we come up on our top of descent. And in case we need to go mist, I'm going to call go around flaps. And the mist approach procedure is to climb on track 159 degrees to Eprip. Do not exceed 250 knots until Eprip. Then a climbing right turn track 216 to Wepto. At Vepto, we'll climb on track 227 to 9,000 feet to the Misser intersection, and we'll hold there as published. And the mist approach procedure requires a minimum climb gradient of 370 feet per nautical mile to 2,500 feet. This is a restricted instrument procedure, RNAV required, and safe altitude within 100 nautical miles is 12,500 feet. Procedure is not authorized for aircraft with wingspan greater than 118 feet. And the localizer is reliable only within 10 degrees on either side of the center line. Procedure turn is not authorized, and the aircraft weight shall not be greater than that necessary to meet the published climb gradient on the mist approach procedure. Corrections shall be made for pressure, altitude, ambient temperature, wind components, any gradient loss associated with the turn at the planned time of approach. Okay, so we're all good there. All right, and we're going to be landing flaps flaps full today. Auto brake setting of a medium on runway 16. And our approach speed is going to be 124 knots, but that will be adjusted by the aircraft automatically depending on the gusts. And after we land, we're going to exit on either Bravo or Charlie and taxi to the terminal. And that's it for our approach brief. Any questions?
I'm good.
Back Seattle Center 1251. Good night. 551, good night. Last 7,000. Green Air 9213, resume position reports over Canoa. Your surveillance service is now terminated. Contact San Francisco Air Inc. on HF, primary 11282, secondary 5547. Good night. Recent position report over Canoa, 11282, 5547. Covinia 90213. Good night.
8,000, calling 16,000, heading 360.
Chaz 841 Vancouver Center, roger. Proceed direct to Grand Prairie on course, climb flight level 390.
Check Grand Prairie, climb level 390, Jazz 841.
Two-niner 82 set.
2983 set, passing 17,500. Now.
Checked. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
3003. That's Chris 17,000.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrel ref.
Two-niner 82 set.
2981 set, minimum.
One 1660 feet set.
1660 feet set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Okay, approach checklist complete. Continuing our descent here through the clouds. Just broke out of one layer. Going to be descending through another layer of overcast there.
Contact Vancouver Terminal 128.6. Good night.
28, good night, Air Canada 309.
Okay, let's continue our descent here. as we come up on a waypoint Pushback. We'll turn left to Datbo. At which point we'll be joining the ILS Zulu 16 approach procedure. And I do have RealTurb North America installed, so with the gusty winds at Kelowna, totally makes sense to be experiencing a little bit of turbulence and chop here at altitude with all the mountains that are in the area. Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
Engine anti-ice should come on. Got a little bit of icing detected as we descend through this layer of overcast here.
512467.
The icing pin isn't showing a whole lot right now, so we don't need to get the wing anti-ice on just yet.
67. Sure thing.
Okay, severe icing detected, so go ahead and get the wing anti-ice on. Don't see anything on the icing pin, but clearly the icing detectors were detecting something. Yeah, and you could definitely see something actually on the wing surface there, on the leading edge of the wings. See a little bit of icing for sure. So that makes sense. Okay, just broke out of that layer of overcast. You can see the mountains here. That's magnificent. Continuing to experience a moderate chop here at 8,000 feet approximately. Let's go ahead and get the anti-ice off here since we're below the clouds.
Contact Seattle Center on 1251.
Okay, let's go ahead and arm the approach here. Flaps 2.
Speed check. Flaps 2.
Level 360. Control 66 Heavy, roger. Medevac, Vancouver.
Logstar. Glide slope star. Okay,
sure you know the routine.
intercepting the localizer and glide slope there.
Radio 12347 in range of white horse. Request lower, 12347. And we'll call middle at 12347. Nick. Have it.
For the 248 Vancouver Center, clear direct to Rama on course, climb with hold 370.
Good Rama on course, climb 370, County Course.
Okay, we'll set our missed approach altitude of 900,000. The altitude selector on the FCU there. There we go. And since we're still on Vatsim, let's go ahead and make a radio call here. Kelowna traffic, Air Canada 1188, 13 miles to the north, ILS 16 Kelowna.
Radio altimeter alive.
Checked. Crossing over a mountain here to the north of Kelowna Airport that goes up to an elevation of almost 3,500 feet, which is why our radio altimeter came alive earlier. And of course, we're flying into fsimstudios' recently released Kelowna airport scenery. It's pretty nice. Gives you a nice destination to fly airliners or turboprops, and of course the big jets like the Airbus aircraft into another destination here in British Columbia. Okay, we're at 6 TME. Let's go into manage speed mode. Gear down.
Gear down.
And we'll start setting up for landing here. Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
9,500, climbing 16,000, heading 080.
Canada 230 Vancouver Center, climb 350.
Climb level 350, Canada 230.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Visual.
Cabin crew be seated for landing.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Medium.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Okay, landing checklist complete.
Passing final approach fix 2870 feet.
Canada 230 proceed
Checked.
Memo on course.
Check memo on course, Air Canada 230. Vancouver, good evening, Jazz 576, 10,000, climbing 16,000, heading 00.
576 Vancouver Center, roger.
Service terminated, primary night 11282, secondary 55474, San Fran. Good night. Cathay 096, contact. Can you just give me those frequencies one more time, please? Sure, primary 11282 and secondary 5547. Okay, got it. Thanks very much. Good night. Yep.
34-0, give her a Cathay Coleman. Jazz 841 with you, level 355, climbing 3900 TV.
Okay, let's go ahead and take it off autopilot here. Flight director's off, bird on.
500.
A little bit of a crosswind from the right, but not too bad.
Glide.
Clear 598 Vancouver Center, clear direct ducts are on course, climb level 340.
100 above. 300. Minimum.
Code 576, climb level 390.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. 70 knots.
Okay, we'll exit up here on Charlie. Okay, and I'm going to disconnect from Vatsim here, and before we taxi in, we'll of course take a look at a couple of quick replays, then we'll taxi in and shut down.
Oscar 173, Vancouver Center, hello.
Center 240, contact Vancouver Center 135.5. P3D, contact Vancouver Center 134.55. Good night.
134.55, Canada, 230, good night.
Okay, 576, contact Vancouver Center 134.55. Good night.
3455, Jazz 576, good night.
Okay, folks, welcome back. Let's go ahead and taxi in here to the terminal straight ahead. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
That was 4A, which is an alternate position to park at gate 4, but we'll park the normal way I think you're supposed to park. Down this yellow line here. And I think the GSX marshaller, like, part of the baggage truck here is hidden somewhere in that terminal. So we're just gonna have to kind of eyeball this externally. Just trying to hit one of those hash marks. Lane for the first one there. There we go. Okay, parking brake is on. APU bleed has come on. Let's go ahead and shut down both engines. And we'll turn off the seatbelts and beacon light. And let's go ahead and request deboarding from GSX here. Connect the jetway. That's perfect. FSimstudios has included GSX or SO jetways. Not GSX, but SO jetways for their scenery here, which is cool. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
Off and in.
Parking checklist complete.
Okay, parking checklist complete. Alright, jetway is connected. Baggage cards are pulled up. Passengers should begin disembarking momentarily. Okay, folks, welcome to beautiful Kelowna, British Columbia. It's really nice to have another destination to fly into here in British Columbia. And this is a pretty nice scenery from FSimstudios. Behind some of those hangars over there, you can't really see it here, but there are some WestJet 737 MAX 8s, which of course WestJet has been forced to park here, given the grounding off the 737 MAX at the moment. And given the current situation globally with the coronavirus, who knows how many other types of aircraft may end up being parked either here or at other airports around the country and around the world due to the current reduction in air traffic. But anyway, welcome to Kelowna. Really hope you enjoyed watching this video, as always. If you like this content, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll look forward to catching you in the future. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Contact Edmonton Center 13405.
0.05, Metro 66, good night.
Good night.
Alaska 173, change to my frequency 134.6. Vancouver, Alaska 173, made the switch. Thank you.
This is Tango, level 4000.
Jazz 1 Victoria Terminal, proceed direct, LAFO.
Direct LAFO, Jazz 81.
Oh.